Welcome back to Wayne TV. I'm Joel Gilly. I have some very special guests with me today. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves. We'll start with you.
Oh, my name is Sylvania Wilkerson, and I'm with the Military Order of the Purple Heart, and we're
Here to talk about Purple Heart today.
We're here to talk
Sylvania,
about the
you've
Purple
been
Heart.
with us, it was about a year ago. No, it was 2 years ago now.
Yes,
2 years because
2 years
we
ago.
didn't have one last year.
Right.
So welcome back, sir. We appreciate you coming. And Brian, go ahead and tell us who you are.
Brian Volk, military with Purple Heart in Wayne County, Veterans and Patriots Coalition.
So the fact that you guys are here, we are again talking about the big Purple Heart banquet that's coming up at the Maxwell Center in now less than a month, right?
Yes, it's
Yes.
August the 7th.
August the 7th. So let's talk about how planning's going since the last time we talked.
Well, as of this morning, it's moving along quite well. Everything seems to be in order as far as I'm concerned, right?
Oh,
As
I
far
was
as
just
know.
on the phone with our chairman, Bill Graham, and he would be here, but he had to go pick up his grandson. Very important duties,
Absolutely,
you know.
absolutely.
But he's very pleased with where we're at, and the community sponsorship has been great. The involvement with the community. We had trouble reaching the Cheesecake Factory, which they always donate our desserts, you know. So we drove up there last week, Tuesday or
Yeah.
Thursday. I can't remember what day it
For
was.
business,
For
right?
business. Oh, yeah.
Business.
And we got in there, and the lady was just dynamite. She, went out of her way to help us. And normally we always get cupcakes. Well, apparently there's a shortage of cupcakes for the Cheesecake Factory.
Ah,
So unfortunately, we're gonna have to settle for cheesecake this year.
okay. Well, close second.
I don't know if that's a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's great.
But yeah, as far as the planning, we'll be mailing tickets this Wednesday.
Okay.
And then that will continue on. The county's working on all the proclamations with the city. City and county leadership are all invited. We've got great support from the base, it looks like, this year. Speaker will
Cool.
probably come from the base. What else? 46 recipients
Okay.
confirmed at this point in time.
Yes.
I don't have a count on past Purple Heart families or Gold Star families, but usually we have a good turnout for that as well.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about if somebody's just catching this interview, they've never heard anything about this. This is a banquet where we honor the Purple Heart recipients. And talk a little bit about the flow of the evening and what happens for these Purple Heart families.
Okay.
Well, to start with the recipients, they all gather in one room where they take photos of each recipient, and they pin a bouquet on them, and the family then are seated at the table that's reserved for that particular recipient, and they all meet after they take the photos. And this year is going to be a little bit different than in the previous years. The previous years they've been taking the photos and they would give them to us after a week or two afterwards. This year they're going to take the photos and they're going to give them to us before the event is over,
Oh,
and we'll
wow.
be able to pass them out before the people leave.
That's cool.
And that it is cool because we still have some photos of people that was
He's a busy man.
we
Very busy.
we'll still have photos of those people that were from 4 or 5 years ago because
Yeah.
we couldn't contact them after the supper. Some
Yep.
people we just can't contact anymore.
That's awesome. And of course, the recipients get to walk through a nice receiving line on the way in, and typically we're still set to have one of the ROTC groups, right?
ROTC groups will provide a saber line,
Cool.
and then they always escort us to the table. And they're a pretty integral part of the introduction and the process.
Absolutely. For those of you who have never been to a Purple Heart banquet, I mean it's a really great event. Always some good food, some good speakers,
Yep.
and good entertainment. And this year is going to be just as good.
Should be our 10th, but unfortunately, because of what happened last year, this is our 9th.
Yeah.
This is an event that happens, it's very unique to North Carolina itself. It happens in 5 other cities. It was started up in Wake Forest a year prior to our first event, and they really set this ball into motion. There's actually a state board of directors for this organization. And for those of you that have never heard of this before, we are looking for you, because if you have a Purple Heart, if you're a Purple Heart recipient, if you're a Gold Star family, or if you had a relative that received a Purple Heart that has since passed on, we are looking to recognize you and your family and honor that person's name. Those of us that are here, it's pretty easy to get a hold of us, but trying to get a hold of, take for example your grandfather.
Yeah.
We've done this with you 2 or 3 years now, and it wasn't until this year we found out that your grandfather.
I finally said something.
Yeah. So, but for the recipients and these other people that have never heard of this, please contact us. We'll provide you with the number. I guess you can put that at the bottom of the screen,
absolutely.
maybe. Contact us. It's not too late. We will begin mailing tickets out on Wednesday, but there's always will call at the event for tickets as well for those that we catch late in the process.
Yeah. So if people want to get tickets for this event as a visitor, how do they go about doing that?
The easiest way is going to be to make a phone call to Bill Graham or myself, and then we can get you tickets.
Awesome.
So for the recipients, they're provided, and this is important for people who are just registering that have never heard of this. You're entitled to 4 tickets. That includes a ticket for yourself and 3 guests.
Yep.
You're willing to purchase additional tickets. We ask that you pay $25 for those. And for a person that is not associated with Purple Heart family or Gold Star family, the ticket is $35.
Okay.
What does that get you? First of all, world-class facility there in the Maxwell Center. The way they decorate it and the lights on the walls, and goes to the food, and like you said, we've got entertainment. The honor of being able to see this many people that have sacrificed for their country, and these families who have sacrificed for their country, all in one place, is reason enough just to go. I think that you were there last year, you can speak to it, but I think the grandeur of the event is a draw, and it seems like every year we just start getting more and more interest in it. So
absolutely, and it's like we said, it's for a great cause. Look, you can't go wrong with the food either.
Yeah.
The flame is going to be back this year. Great food.
Yep.
And what's really cool is getting to sit at a table with people you may not have met before.
Right.
And just the conversation.
Yep.
During dinner and things like that too. That that's kind of some of the key takeaways that I've seen.
Right.
Is getting to talk with other people and hear their story, and I think that's pretty cool. So
we're doing a couple things different this year. I think it's going to be a little bit more spread out, where you saw a lot of, obviously a family that requests 4 to 8 seats at a table, we're going to honor that.
Yeah.
But you may see a veteran added in at that table that maybe you obviously, like you said, would never have met.
Yeah.
Or it could be a city leader could be mixed in, or a county leader could be mixed in, or someone from the base could be mixed into your table, and just provide an opportunity for camaraderie and friendship.
Absolutely. So, we'll have all the information for how you can call and get tickets. Like it's coming up August 7th at the Maxwell Center.
Yep.
Anything else people need to know about this year's event?
For recipients who've been in the past, we've always added about 5 o'clock for a showtime for them. The banquet starts at 6. That's when we would like general public, be there by 6.
Cool.
There'll be 2 lines when you come in to check in. There'll be a line for the Purple Heart recipients, Gold Star families, all that. And then there'll be a general receiving line. If you have will call tickets, we'll have those there. The veterans then will be taken off and their pictures processed and all that stuff. There was a key point I was going to add there. One thing we'd like to ask this year, The recipients can come as early as 4:30.
Okay.
There will be light snacks in that room. Your family will have light snacks in the general, in the ballroom.
Yeah.
But the reason behind that is because of the photograph that's being taken and processed, it gives us just a little bit more time and spreads things out just a little
Yeah.
bit so that everybody's not piled on top of each other.
Cool.
And our Medal of Honor.
Yeah, we will. We do have confirmation on a Medal of Honor recipient.
Yes.
Awesome.
Colonel retired Joe Marm lives up in Fremont. He was injured in the Battle of La Drang Valley in Vietnam. We are still hoping. We've been notified there's 2 Army recipients of the Purple Heart down at Fort Bragg that are still serving on active duty, and we're hoping to include them as well.
Awesome.
Always a pleasure and honor to have those guys in our company when
Yeah.
we're gathered.
For sure. Anything else you need to add?
No, I think it.
You've been too
Brian
quiet.
has-
You got to give us something.
Yes, Brian has pretty much covered everything. we're moving along, and we're really pleased at the rate that we're going. You know, because last year we didn't have it,
Yeah.
and then it was like starting all over again this year.
Right?
And
You
Bill
get out of
Graham,
the flow after a year.
Yeah, Bill Graham has worked hard to put it back together to get everybody back into the flow of everything, and we're moving right along.
That's great. Well, it's going to be here before we know it. It seems like the summer's already flying by pretty quick. So less than a month away from the Purple Heart Banquet, August 7th at the Maxwell Center. And again, if you are a Purple Heart recipient, a family, you need to reach out to these guys. And if you want tickets to the event, also be sure and reach out and get your tickets in advance so that you can be all set up for August 7th. Anything else we need to talk about, gentlemen?
I can't think of anything. Just
Thank
looking
you.
forward to having the
Yes.
event again and seeing everybody.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, thank you both for your service. We appreciate it. And we'll see you August 7th at the Maxwell Center for the Purple Heart Banquet.